Alto Bowl. I'm PBA member Bobby Laster, and this is PBA member Ricky Corona to my right, and we're coming to you from Palo Alto Bowl, the site of the 1999 Western Regional Resident Pro Tournament. We're down here to our last game. These bowlers have bowled 27 games. This is the last and final game with the top three of this event going to the National Resident Pro in Reno, Nevada at the end of this year. Ricky, you were the alternate in this tournament to the finals, and you've been watching these bowlers bowl all day. What have you seen?
Well, it's been a pretty exciting day so far. The scores have been relatively low, so there have been a lot of lead changes, a lot of close matches, and just a lot of good competition amongst all these players today. Now, I've seen running the scores all day, so I've seen all the scores, and there's a lot of movement. You know, when the scores are this slow, you get a lot of movement out there. So
right. One big game, and you can go from like what Bryan did. Bryan, I don't think has been in the top 5, maybe the whole afternoon, and then now he's bowling for the title in second place.
Bryan's flirted with the top 5 all day long today, and he's bowled really well this afternoon, and catapulted himself into second right now. The other big move that has been Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor's been kind of grinding along all day long. Just bowled his high game in the tournament, and now he's in 5th. So he's definitely not out of the race yet.
I think I remember years past, last year and the year before, Mike Taylor's always come up with a big game right towards the end to just miss sneaking in there, or just sneaking in. With the exception of Gary Holzenberg, he's pretty much led, I believe he led qualifying, and he's led most of the day. He led the second round, first round of match play, and he's still in the lead now.
Yeah, I don't think Gary's dropped any lower than 3rd all day today. He's hung in there. He's had his share of bad games, but he's come back with good games, so he's been a force to reckon with all day long today.
Yeah, Gary led qualifying, plus 478 for 16 games, and followed by D.A. Smith, one of our 2 left-handers in the field. And Bryan Alpert actually qualified 3rd, and then it kind of fell off in the morning block, and now he's right back here in 2nd. Bowlers are finishing up practicing right now.
It's going to be a very interesting position round match. There's a lot of position at stake here, and a lot of things can happen this last game.
As for the actual Resident Pro, 8 members from each of the 7 regions across the country get to go to the Resident Pro, the National Resident Pro. 5 from our yearly point list, and 3 from this actual tournament. Sitting on the bubble is Doug Wilcox, who's been spectating all day, and he's been pacing around pretty nervously. Mike Devaney, who's currently in 4th, is the only person from our point list that has a chance to make the top 3, and which would in turn allow Doug Wilcox, being 6th on the point list, to get to go to the National Resident Pro. It's a pretty interesting scenario.
Yeah, Doug's anxiously awaiting the end of this match. He's been rooting Mike on all day long, so he's hanging by a thread to see if he's going to get to go or not.
There's 1 regional title, 1 national title. Could win the tournament if you would beat
Jeff Higginbottom was another person who was out of the point list and made this finals and needed to finish 11th or better to go around Doug to bump him out of the point list. And, Jeff Higginbottom currently is in 11th place, so he's quite a ways ahead of Johnny Long in 12th, so it looks good for Jeff securing that 5th spot in the point list.
Yeah, I like Jeff's chances. He's got about at least a 200 pin lead over Johnny Long for 11th and 12th, so he's pretty secure. Actually, he has about a 300 pin lead, so he's I think he's a safe bet.
All right, the action's about to get underway. We've got the title match on 3 and 4 here between Gary Holzenberg and Bryan Alpert, and down in 3rd place we've got Bob Scarback and Mike Devaney bowling for 3rd and 4th. Gary Holzenberg's shot, dead flush.
Great shot for Gary. He's bowled good all day long today and just kind of kept it in play. So this will be a good match for him. Only, I believe, 33 pins separate him and Bryan. So pretty much whoever wins this match is going to take the lead. But it's so tight that there are a lot of things can happen.
Right. I think Mike Taylor is all the way down in 5th, and he's how many pins out of 1st is Mike Taylor?
Mike Taylor's total is 589, and 3rd place currently is plus 634, so he's 44 pins behind.
44 pins to make the Resident Pro, and less than 100 for the title. And Mike Taylor can come up with some big games. So this is really anybody's tournament, and positions are pretty much wide open from first to fifth. Anybody can have a big game and jump up a few spots. Gary Hosenberg, this would be his first title if he won this tournament.
That's correct. That is correct. Bryan's got one regional title on the go with his one national title, which he won a few years back at Dublin in the, I believe it was the Kessler Open.
Mike Devaney is our 1997 or 90?
It would be the 1998 Bull of the Year.
Correct. Bob Scarback, I believe, has one title. It's been many years since he's won.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. I'm not too familiar when he won his title, but Bryan answers with another strike. As you can see, they're playing the deep inside line. That's where the shots went pretty much this whole weekend. So it's a very, very touchy angle, but
Mike Devaney's got a nice break there, tripping out the 6-pin.
Today's been a day full of breaks. You got to catch the right breaks at the right time. Just a little offline there. Oh, bad break on the split.
Right there. Knocking the 6-pin out, leaving a great chance baby split. Bob Starbucks up on 6. He follows Devaney's double with a double himself.
Over the course of the day today, Bob's bowled exceptionally well at this end of the house. They had a little trouble with the scoring, like on lanes 12 through 14. The lane machine malfunctioned today slightly, so those last 3 lanes have been playing a little different than the rest of the house. Bob's bowled quite a few games at this end and has performed exceptional, so I'm sure he's glad to see that position rounds at this end.
Bob's in the 3rd frame, take the lead by 10.
That's Whoops.
Gary Hosenberg, even the 5-pin. Not a lot of back ends here at Palo Alto this weekend. The long pattern, deep inside shot, with the carry down. Sunday, the lanes have been really tight down the back of the lane.
That makes for low scores and good shot making.
Good shot making and tough to carry. You got to throw really good to strike.
Oh, easily converts the spare.
Mike Devaney misses a 10-pin over there on lane 6. Fall down by 13 pins early in that match. I'm sure that's not making Doug Wilcox too happy.
That was Jeff Higginbottom coming down to say hello.
Bryan Alpert on lane 4.
Got a hold. Oh, looks good.
Flush. Playing that tight inside line, going for almost the 6th arrow, as is Devaney.
Oh, dices the pins.
Annihilates the rack on lane 5.
Mike's had a pretty good day today. He's just kind of held it close and made some good shots, had a couple bad breaks, and lost a couple close matches, but he's kept himself in contention all day. Okay, here's Bryan stepping up on lane 3. He's standing in the left gutter on this lane.
He's actually sliding off the lane, laying the ball down right on the left corner. Near the left channel.
And he's bowled an exceptional afternoon block. He's got to hook up. Oh, good shot though. Bryan's bowled 211, 203, 265, 213, and 236 this afternoon block, winning 4 of those 5 matches. So that helped him quite a bit getting to where he is right now.
Bryan's up to shoot the spare. He will have a 31-pin lead if he converts the spare. 4 frames. This is for the title. Not only do we have the National Resident Pro spots on the line, but there's also a title here on the line as well.
Gary's first year back. He had about a 3 or 4 year layoff from the PBA where he moved to Arizona and got married and has been just concentrating on his career, which is in the banking business, but decided he missed bowling and wanted to come back and start bowling in this year, and he's had a pretty successful year.
Yeah, he's made a few finals.
Scarbeck answers.
Answers with another strike. He's up on Devaney by, at this point through 5 frames, he's up on Devaney by 42 pins. So he's got the match well in hand. Excuse me, not 42 pins. He's up by 12 pins.
Oh, Devaney cuts it to 12 right there.
Cuts that to 2.
Holzenberg for the 4-pin, covers it up.
He needs to get some strikes going. His spares are not going to cut it in this match. Mike Devaney's up on page 5. Got a chance to take the lead. Oh, big 4s. That's going to really put him back in the match. I just seen Doug Wilcox take a walk.
He cringed with every shot. Here's Bryan Alpert up on lane 4, trying to extend his lead in this match. It's good. Slaps that 10 out.
Very good shot. Bryan throws a powerful one, which allows him to carry at that extreme deep angle.
It's a combination of just good roll and good speed control that's helped Bryan really get through today. You need a lot of rotation to get the ball to carry through the pins, playing that inside angle like that, and he's just seemed to find the right combination. I have the fortune of bowling the doubles tournament with Bryan in the next couple weeks. You know, kind of looking forward to that.
It looked as though the left-handers were going to fare well in this tournament early on. They were second and third at our break at lunch, and the afternoon block they kind of fell back.
I think with the transition, it pushed a little bit of extra oil down on the left, and they just had a little trouble getting the ball to recover.
Bryan?
Yes.
Another strike. Takes a commanding lead in this match.
He just opened that rack wide open. Oscar back up on lane 6.
Oh, 10 out for another double. He's taking a commanding lead.
Now as it stands right now, Bob and Bryan are tied pin for pin, and there's only 20 pins separating the two. So anything can happen here. If Bryan were to happen to miss and Bob keeps striking, Bob could overtake Bryan. So Bob could actually sneak into the lead from third if he keeps up his pace.
Bob could actually win the title in the 3rd spot. That's how tight it is. Our top 4 competitors. Bob in the 7th frame.
Oh, gets lucky though.
Down the split.
Bob's got that nice heavy roll, which has enabled him to bowl really well today.
So it's able to keep the ball in play in that deep angle. Control its break point.
There's Holzenberg trying to keep up.
Oh, he really needed that hit.
Makes a great shot.
Pressure on Bryan. Good shot.
Gary's just got to stay focused here and just finish this game out. I'm sure he's a little disappointed right now that he's not keeping it closer, but there's still a lot of money at stake here for him.
Going the frames and just at least stay ahead of Mike Devaney in 4th so he can get that spot to their national resident pro. It won't be his first title, but he will get a big trip to Reno to compete for the national resident pro.
Now you've gone to the tournament a couple times, haven't you, Bob?
Yes, I actually missed this year, and I'm going to miss not being able to go. I've been the last 4 or 5 years consecutively, and it's a fun event. PBA helps pay our way to it, and everybody cashes, and it's just a really prestigious, fun event. All the regions kind of compete against each other as a team, and the winner of that tournament gets a berth into the 2000 Brunswick World Tournament of Champions National Tour. So it actually counts as a national tour title, even though it's amongst our regional players. So it's a pretty prestigious event that we have every year.
A lot of guys look forward to it. So it's a good time by all. It's a great tournament, a lot of good competition, and everybody has a good time there. So
Bryan's up here in the 7th rank. Converted 3-6. A little soft in that shot. Went through the nose. Oh, watch out.
oh,
Nice job.
there was a spare. Bryan's using a hard plastic ball to make the spare. Keeps the ball nice and straight.
Mike Devaney trying to get back in this match. Needs to fill this game. Finish this game out with strikes.
That's a good shot
in
there.
the 8th frame.
Bryan's got such a strong release. He's able to open up the lane in a lot of conditions, and it's a devastating strike ball. When he gets it going, not too many people throw a bigger ball than Mike Devaney. Had an outstanding year last year, one of the best years ever in winning the Bull of the Year. Cashed in all tournaments but one and made the finals, and I think every tournament except 2. So that was quite an outstanding year for him.
Bryan Alpert up here in the 8th frame, trying to close the door on Gary Rosenberg. Right through 28 goals.
Perfect. Perfect shot.
Fantastic shot.
Bryan's definitely stepping up.
Far back up in lane 6, trying to close the door on Mike Devaney. A little wide, and it comes back.
Oh.
And, doesn't shake the 7.
Good shot for Bob. Easy spare on the 7 pin.
He's still in pretty good shape. See, Bob Scarback's has a 29-pin lead on Mike Devaney, so he's in pretty well hand in that match. Gary Rosenberg brings the 10. That's not what he needs at this point.
Made a great shot.
Mechanics on that lane 3. Hopefully he's back there. They'll break down lane 3. As Bob Scarback spared a 7-pin. Maintains a 39-pin lead on Mike Devaney.
Right now, Bob's going at about a 227 pace. He's got room for 247 if you're to strike out. Now with 30 bonus pins available, and with Bob being about 50 pins behind Gary Rosenberg, he would only need to beat Gary by 20 pins scratch to surpass him. So Gary's kind of struggling here and needs to fill the frames here to hold on to 3rd. Mike Devaney answers the strike. Cuts the lead down to 28 pins.
How far, how far is Mike Devaney behind Gary Rosenberg?
Mike Devaney's total going into this game is plus 621. Gary's is plus 687, so it's 66 pins behind Gary.
Now, Mike Devaney, well, neither one of them are going to win their match, it doesn't look like, the way it sits now. So, and it doesn't look like Mike Devaney is going to beat him by 86 pins. So it does, at this point, as long as Gary keeps filling these frames, he's going to get a spot to the National Resident Pro. And Devaney will finish 4th, and it doesn't look like Doug Wilcox will make our team for the point list. So it'll actually be just the top 5 from the point list, and these 3 gentlemen here, 1 through 3, Gary, Bryan, Alpert, and Bob Scarback. Regardless of who finishes in 2nd or 3rd, those will be the 3 people from the tournament, along with our 5-point National Resident Pro point leaders, going to the National Resident Pro in Reno at the beginning of December of this year. Gary's up high, pulls it through the nose for a split.
Over on 5 and 6, Mike Devaney got the first hit in the 10th, which gives him a possible 219, which is going to force Bob Scarback. If he gets this hit, will force Bob Scarback to mark in the 10th.
Now, if Bob happens to open in the 10th, Devaney strikes out, and Devaney gets 30 bonus pins. He now only needs to beat Gary Rosenberg by 37-pin scratch to go around him.
Gary converts to 310. Great shot.
310. Much needed. Gary can strike out for 195. Devaney can strike out for 219. That's not enough wood, I don't think. Ricky, I think Gary's in good shape. As long as he fills a mark on the 10 frame. Devaney needs this hit.
Oh, there's the 4 on that.
That was a huge break there. Bryan's pretty much got the title secured. It'll be his second regional title.
Good shot for Bryan. That just about locks up the victory for Bryan.
The winner, the national 1999 National Western Region Resident Pro. This tournament was being co-sponsored by Coors Light and brought to you by Palo Alto Bowl, San Jose.
Mike Devaney finishes out with 218.
Scarbeck just needs a mark. He's up in the 10. He needs to fill a mark in the 10 frame. Oh, and he leaves the 4 pin. Scarbeck can just square this up. Bryan Alpert just needs a mark here to secure the title.
That's a good mark.
That's flush. That's the kind of mark you want. Title number 2 for Bryan Alpert. Bob Scarbeck just makes the 4 pin to win that match and secure his spot. There's double there. I believe Bob Scarbeck will go to second, correct?
Yes, he will go to
Gary
second.
Hillsberg will be dropping to third.
Bob strikes here. He'll give him 227 with a 30 bonus. He'll pick up 57 and go to a total of 691.
Bryan virtually came from nowhere. Like I said, he was at the lunch break. He was in 8th place. And made quite a run the last couple games. Had some big games to jump all the way to second and win the title. Yes, he does. Trying to figure out some numbers here. I think Holzenberg needs a mark, and then he flushes it.
Bryan finishes with 246. Bryan's getting the congratulatory hug from his wife, Carrie, another professional bowler in her own right. I believe it's Bryan's first win since they've been married also.
Congratulations, Bryan.
Great finish for Bryan.
So Ricky, our team will consist of yourself. You made the team. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mike Devaney, who was the point person, had a chance to let us go down lower on the points. Who actually bumped Doug Wilcox, who's now left the building.
Rick McNeely also will be he's the point leader.
Leader for the Bowl of the Year. He's having a fantastic year. This is one of the few finals he has not made. Jeff Higginbottom, who wasn't in the point list until this tournament, actually made the finals here and finished 11th or better to make it.
I think D8 passed D8.
Trying to
final the scores here.
And those are the 5 from our point list, and it looks like Gary Holzenberg, Bob Scarbeck, and the tournament winner, Bryan Alpert, will also be going to the National Resident Pro.
We'll have a trophy presentation and present the top 5 with their checks and the top 3 with their invitation to the National Resident Pro. We'll be back in a minute.
Curtis has the checks, so we're going to bring the top 3 out in reverse order. Finishing in 3rd place, he's now from Scottsdale, Arizona. He's originally from just down the road here in San Jose. Most of you folks know him. Still looking for his first title. We'll do all weekend. Bring a check of $1,100. Gary Hulsenberg. Second place from Santa Cruz. He has one regional title. Yesterday morning, kind of just hung in there. The afternoon block, he averaged almost 230 to make that charge. He was 280 over. So earning a check of $1,600, Bob Scarbeck. And now for our champion. He's from North Hills. Before he started, we had a mistake in our program that had him listed as 2 regional titles. So I said, well, that was just a prediction of what was going to happen. He has 1 national title. He now has those 2 regional titles. We go into the Resident Pro as the Western Region champion. Bring the check for $2,500 from Bryan Alpert.
Hi, I'm PBA member Ricky Corona, and I'm standing here with Gary Hulsenberg, the 3rd place finisher in this year's Coors Resident Pro Championship. Gary, great bowling today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You had an outstanding tournament. You led qualifying by at least 50 pins. I got the ball next to you, so I got to watch you strike quite a bit, and I knew you were going to be a force to reckon with. You led most of the day and looked like you just kind of ran a little trouble at the end of the day. Do you want to explain what happened?
I made bad shots. I didn't bowl very good the last 6 games. I got a little lost. I got fooled thinking that I was maybe playing the right part of the lane with the right ball, but I don't think I was because other guys were striking pretty easily and my pins weren't falling quite so easy. So I think I probably just matched up wrong.
Well, it looked like it was a very challenging condition today, a little bit more so than yesterday. So you should be commended for as well as you performed today because you made a lot of great shots along with the shots that you thought were a little bit errant. Is this your first trip to the National Resident Pro Championship?
Yep. After, yeah, I was close a couple times back when I used to bowl 10 years ago, and now this is my first trip back. This is my first year back bowling, so I'm happy to be going, and we have a great team, and we're going to win.
Well, it will be quite an exciting tournament. I've been there a couple times, and it is a great tournament for the bowlers, for the spectators, for the regions, so I'm sure you'll have a great time and you'll represent us well. Are you looking forward to possibly having a chance at the Brunswick Tournament of Champions?
Absolutely. I'm going to be practicing.
What do you do when you're at home in Arizona in your spare time?
I do a little banking. Work for Wells Fargo Bank and practice now and then.
Well, good. Again, you had an exceptional tournament. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish. I'm sure it's just around the corner before you win your first title.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm standing here with Bob Scarbeck, our runner-up in this year's Resident Pro Championship. Bob, congratulations on a great tournament.
Thank you, Rick.
Early on, you made a great run this morning. You had off to a good start, took the lead, flirted with the lead all day today, and it looks like you might have had a little trouble on some of the pairs. You want to elaborate on what happened down the high end?
I couldn't get the ball to hook on the high end. That's basically what happened to me up there. On the low end, I had real good reaction. I think I might have had the best reaction of anybody out here today. On the high end, I might have had the worst reaction. And it cost me, I shot a couple of 157s up there. And at the time I went up there earlier this morning, I was leading, and I dropped me to 5th place. So I really struggled up there on the high end.
Well, you're not the only one that struggled on the high end. That was a very challenging condition for a lot of the bowlers today. But I did get to watch you bowl this morning, and you bowled exceptionally well on the lower end. So you definitely deserve your 2nd place finish here. I noticed yesterday that you made quite a big run at the finals. You weren't in the finals after the 1st round, and you came back after lunch, and you made a great run. Do you think that helped you give you a little motivation for today?
Well, it gave me a lot of confidence because I figured that after lunch I would be able to bowl well because I liked the way the shot developed for the bowling ball that I was using. It was really breaking hard at the break point and was giving me a little bit of room on the lane to play. I thought that might happen today. It did to a certain extent, but not quite as much as yesterday. But I did have a lot of confidence coming in.
And it definitely showed. Is this you're going to be your first trip to the National Resident Pro?
Yeah, and I couldn't be prouder. I've been so close a number of times, and I really wanted to make that trip to represent the Western region, and I really can't tell you how proud I am to have finally done it.
Well, we're definitely proud of you. It's going to be an exceptional trip for us, and we're lucky to have a bowler of your caliber and your experience on the team.
Well, thank you.
Any other comments on this weekend's tournament?
This house has a special meaning to me because I won a senior tournament here last year. So it's always fun to come here. The staff here is great. They always treat me great, and I really like coming here.
Well, good. Now, a senior tournament, you don't look old enough to be a senior.
Well, it's Northern California seniors. You have to be 45, and I barely qualify.
Well, it looks like you're going to give them a run for your money from here on out. Congratulations on your tournament here, Bob, and good luck at the National Resident Pro.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm standing here with the tournament champion for the 1999 Western Region Resident Pro champion, Bryan Alpert. Bryan, congratulations.
Thanks, Ricky. I appreciate it.
If somebody were to ask you at lunch today if you're going to win this tournament, what do you think?
I'd say not really. It was. I didn't really even look at it like I had a chance to win. I was just trying to make the top 3. It's been a goal of mine for a long time to make the Resident Pro team. To a fellow regional player, you understand the importance of making the Resident Pro team.
Absolutely. It's a goal for all the regional players all over the country to have a chance at the National Resident Pro Championship, and you should be definitely proud with your accomplishment today. I noticed this is your second regional win. How long has it been since your first title?
It has been a while. It's been 10 years for me. It was a regional title back in 1989, Southern California. It's quite a long time. It's even hard to remember I even won, but it was a great experience today. I really enjoy getting back to the winner's circle.
Well, you're definitely no stranger to winning. You also have a national title to your credit, and you've actually already been to the tournament champion, so you've been to the big show, so you can kind of tell us what it's like to be there, and it'd be nice to have a chance to go back.
That was an exciting time. I remember getting there, and you're just in awe of all the surroundings, the Riviera Center with all the names of all the champions. The street, the main street that the bowling center on has all the champions' names listed down, a few blocks, and it's pretty exciting. It's like being on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It was pretty neat. So, knowing that I have a chance now to get back to that, a long road nonetheless, it is exciting to think that the prospects of getting to that tournament again is very exciting.
Well, good. Going back to today's performance, what do you think made the difference for you this afternoon? You put a pretty big rush on and really came out of nowhere today.
Well, at lunch today, was a great lunch today down the street. We had, I don't think we need to go into that, but I think a key today was coming back and starting on the 2 toughest pairs. I believe those were 11 and 12, 13 and 14. I was telling my wife that if I can get back after lunch and start on the 2 pairs that I thought were the toughest and somehow grind out some winning scores, that the next 3 pairs that I bowl on seemed to be a little more open, and I thought maybe even favored, as little as it might seem, the hooking player to maybe score a little bit better.
Do you think any of your experience as a PBA member helped you overcome that little deficit and go on to win?
I've heard that question asked, in other sports too. I don't know if it's experience, but I think that every day is a little bit different. Your anxiety level goes up and down, and how you deal with pressure shots, and every day is different. Today just happened to be a lot of key shots, and a lot of good breaks went my way the last 6 games. I mean, that's what it takes is winning the matches. If I don't win those matches, I'm so far behind that I don't catch up.
One question that's burning a hole in my mind right now is now that you've won again for the first time in 10 years, do you think you could do it anytime soon, like maybe in the next doubles tournament?
That would be outstanding, considering you are my doubles partner, and we made a good run at it last year, and maybe that sets us up for a good tournament this year. I've bowled halfway decent in that house before. That happened to be where I won at the national stop, and I look forward to that. That's in a couple weeks, and I think we have a good shot at it.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to that too. You've got a little momentum going. I've got a good horse, so I'm going to try to ride you for as much as I can, and maybe snap another title off for you. Bryan, you bowled exceptionally well today. Congratulations on the great win.
Thanks, Rick.
And I hope you can do it again at the National Resident Pro.
Very good. Thank you very much.